AFTV, Julian, 2-0 to the Arsenal. Massive win for Arsenal today. It was a must-win game, really, when you saw what's going on around and knowing the teams, United playing Liverpool. We were assuming that's going to be 3 points to Liverpool. Villa won their game, and also points dropped yesterday by City. So must-win game against a real bogey team, but we got the job done.
Yeah, it's a bogey team, but the reason why it's a must-win is because, as we mentioned on starting 11, the environment for Arsenal to win was absolutely perfect. You've got a Brighton team that is devoid of some of their best players. They've got massive injury crisis. They played on Thursday night in what was probably, as they've described it, as one of the most important games in their history. They had a few days to recover from that. They've come here. Yes, they've played in a way that I was actually expecting but disappointed with them, because they're the kind of what the expectation of Brighton is they're going to come and attack. But of all the teams I've seen come here, other than maybe Burnley and Sheffield United, in fact, take Burnley out of that, Sheffield United, I thought they were the most impotent when it came to the attack. They might have, I think they had 51% possession, but they only had one shot on target, and I don't even really remember that. They had absolutely nothing apart from near the end when we were 1-0 up. They had that shot from Christian Gross, which, if he'd kind of been a bit of a better finisher, it would have been 1-1, and I don't think we'd have come back from that.
Well, I don't know about wouldn't have come back from that, but
we only had a few minutes to do it if he'd scored.
For Arsenal today, though, their pressing was brilliant, weren't it? They didn't allow Brighton to play. So Brighton are them sort of teams that they do want all the possession, they do play it out from the back. But Arsenal today, led by Odegaard up front, they didn't allow them to play at all, did they?
Well, they didn't allow them to play. Also, the way that Brighton play from the back, they didn't have any kind of flexibility in the way they play. It was just one off, let's play it out the back. And they gave us plenty of opportunities. They made plenty of mistakes for us to be able to capitalise on that. And the one thing you've got to criticise Arsenal for today was the finishing. And not only the finishing, is that you'd get yourself into a position to take a shot and you didn't even get to the stage of trying to finish because they weren't even taking a shot. It was like they wanted to score the perfect goal. I mean, last time I checked the rules of football, is a goal's a goal. You just get 1 point for it. But it seems like they've got this thing in their head that if they kind of get higher marks for artistic impression when they're going towards goal, then it's going to be worth more than one. Mikel, it's not. It's just one goal. From what I remember about football, it always seemed easier to score a goal. I had these visions of, the ball being hoofed up and Alan Smith flicking it on for Ian Wright to run through, or a corner coming in, Steve Bold flicking it on, Tony Adams at the back post. It was easy to score. Today it was like they were making it really, really difficult. And then when the goal did come, it was almost like the Steve Bold flick on and then Adams at the back post. But the difference was, it was again a mistake from Brighton. Let's not forget that. For all our fantastic approach play, for all our possession, for everything we did well, we actually relied on a Brighton flick on from the corner to score the opening goal. And that was the difference.
You're talking like, you've got a problem with it. You can score goals from mistakes as well. You're talking like you've got a problem with the performance today. I mean, all right, yeah, maybe we could have scored more goals. There's no perfect performance either. It's 2-0. It's against a team that, like you said, they topped their group in the Europa League. It's against a team that the last 3 times they've come here, they've beaten us. Big win for Arsenal.
Yeah, it's a big win. Ultimately, at the end of it, at the end of 90 minutes or 97 minutes, 100 minutes, whatever it is, the most important thing to me personally is Arsenal getting more goals than the opposition. And we got.
So why are you whining for then? You're proper whining about it.
Because the reality is, the majority of this game, I felt really frustrated because I was nervous and I didn't enjoy it, because I didn't enjoy the majority of the game because I could see that we weren't doing the most important thing, which is score goals and even take shots. We had everything going for us. Brighton were handing it to us on a plate. The way they played wasn't good. I think they've scored in their last 32 games. It's their best scoring record ever. I literally.
Again, that's what makes the performance so good. We kept a clean sheet.
Yeah, we kept a clean sheet. Pretty much.
Are you still criticising?
Yeah, I'm criticising because I didn't. I'm
We've been talking to you.
I'm criticising up to a point, and the point was once they get near goal, and then it just didn't seem to happen in the way that it should have been. I remember one of my favourite films was this Indiana Jones film where the ninja comes on, he does all this business with the swords and everything, and then Indy just comes out and shoots the bloke. And that's all you need. You just need to put the ball in the net. Sometimes you can just make it simple. Stick the ball in net, take the shot, take the chance.
It's not as easy when you've got like 5-6 players right in front of you. But anyway, listen, going to Anfield next week, confident now going into that game?
I've had a lot of bad experiences in Liverpool. It's definitely going to be a challenging game for us. But then I'll always go back to the beautiful times I've had in Liverpool. And we're due another beautiful moment. And of all the beautiful moments, the best moment's always been for me at Anfield. So I'm going to fast forward myself to next week, and I'm visualising a most beautiful moment at Anfield next week. And it will be a win. Arsenal will be top of the league, and we might even be top of the league at the end of tonight because Man United could win.
Now it's been confirmed he's been drinking big.